What is up, you guys? This is Dr. James Stirrett here. I'm a naturopathic doctor, and today we are going to be talking about how we can use ChatGPT to actually make you a customized diet, nutrition, lifestyle plan to lose 10 pounds, get back into great shape. And so we are going to dive straight into it. So I have a clinic here in the Pacific Northwest, and I specialize in helping people with their hormones. And a lot of times hormones have a lot to do with weight loss. And so this is definitely my realm, my camp. And so I am happy to help you, whether you're male or female, with this. And so our goal today is to use ChatGPT, which most people think about for just optimizing their business, writing emails, doing these arbitrary tasks. We can actually use it for help. So our goal today is actually to have it give us a really concise and down to the point protocol for losing 10 pounds, keeping it off for good, getting into great shape, and feeling better. So we're going to be going over this scenario where, hey, over the past couple years, COVID, I've put on about 15 pounds. I'm not working out anymore, not feeling that great, not eating that well, and we need a plan to get back on track. And so we're going to see what ChatGPT can come up with to help us out with this. Now, when we go ahead and enter the prompt, I'll show you the prompt in just a second. We'll go into ChatGPT. We're going to do this together. But as it gives us results, I'm going to critique these results. I'm going to tell you what I might have my patients do instead, so you know exactly how to attack this on your own. But first, it is super important to know, although I am a doctor, I am not your doctor. This is not medical advice. This is all theoretical, fun, for the internet, for the YouTubes. And but before we get started, I want to go ahead and talk about why do people gain weight. And really what happens is people typically gain weight in times of transition, right? So a stressful life event or a change in career, a change in job, a divorce, something monumental happens, COVID, like something shifts that changes somebody's pattern. You have a couple kids, life changes, and there's always a shift in dynamic of your routine. Typically, this is what happens. So it's like somebody maybe used to working out a certain amount, eating certain foods, waking up at certain times, just having a similar routine each and every day. And then all of a sudden something happens in their life that shakes that up. And when they land somewhere else, that routine looks a little bit different. And these are the times when the body's hormones typically change a little bit because it's used to one thing, now you're doing another. The body's hormones fluctuate, metabolism can shift, and as a result, people can oftentimes lose weight if this new routine does not match the old one and maybe is slightly more coming from a place where it's a little bit more inflammatory, as in maybe you're more stressed. Maybe you're not getting as good of rest. Maybe you're not eating as good of food. Maybe that food's not as well sourced. Maybe it's more processed. Maybe you're eating out more. Maybe you're eating the exact same food. You're just way more stressed. And what served you before is not serving you now because of the amount of stress hormones in your body. It's shifting your metabolism. So we're going to see what ChatGPT recommends. And the reason why I'm going to pick through it is so you can really understand like what part of this is lifestyle and what part of this is like macros, calories in, calories out, because there are room for both. But and all of this type of stuff is extremely important to take into consideration when it comes to weight loss. You can't just take a calories in, calories out approach. The quality of the food actually matters more than the calories at the end of the day, unless you're just not going to eat anything at all. And then, of course, anybody can lose weight. And please, that is not a recommendation. So a little about ChatGPT, just so you understand. ChatGPT, just off the cuff, is a language model. It's like you're having a conversation with another person. This other person, the AI, can literally take the responsibility of whatever task or whatever role that you want it to fill. So if you were to just ask it, hey, ChatGPT, I want to lose 15 pounds. What do you recommend? It's going to give you really generic advice because you just gave it very generic instructions. So what we're going to want to do is get really, really detailed. We're actually going to tell ChatGPT to be a dedicated, experienced naturopathic functional medicine provider specializing in weight loss. So we're telling this language model to adapt that role. And that's what type of advice that's what type of lens they're going to be giving that advice through, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and jump into ChatGPT and get started. I'm going to go ahead and enter in our prompt. We're telling ChatGPT to be a naturopathic doctor, functional medicine specialist, focusing on weight loss. They're 20 years in practice. This is a seasoned provider, and here's what we're struggling with. So when you're looking in ChatGPT, there's going to be some things that I wrote in here that you could just customize with your own information if you wanted to do this at home. So I just said, I'm a male, and I'm 34 years old, by the way. And so that's what I wrote in here. I'm a 34-year-old male. I'm struggling with weight gain, particularly in the abdomen, because that is where people tend to accumulate a lot of their weight. But I have I've gained about 15 pounds over 2 years. I'm currently 195. My height is 5'10". I don't weigh 195 pounds, but I am 5'10". So you could change that out with your weight. I'm looking to lose X amount of pounds. In this case, I'm saying 10 pounds, keep it off, and get back into great shape. And I'm just going to give it context because ChatGPT needs context to give you the best advice possible, the most customized advice possible. I'm currently not exercising. I am eating a standard American diet, which is like pasta, rice, French fries, pizza, just like a combination of like anything you'd see at an American food restaurant. I work at a desk all day. I actually do work at a desk all day. I have a standing desk though. Okay, so give me a functional medicine protocol to lose 10 pounds, get into shape. Give me a comprehensive nutrition plan, full diet, sample meal plans, shopping list, exercise plan, supplement protocol, everything needed to achieve this. Now this is going to be really extensive. I'm actually going to add in here, I'm going to say with macros. That means like fat, protein, carbs. It's going to break down the actual amount of calories that we need of each one of those things to be able to hit our demands and meet our weight loss goals. So I'm telling it to act as my doctor. Please provide all results in a clear markdown table. This is just to keep things organized. Let's just see what it does. Let's jump into it, guys. So what ChatGPT really wants to do here is they want to act as your doctor. So they're actually saying that you need an assessment. I would agree with ChatGPT here. If you're in this position, it's really best to get evaluated by a doctor, especially a functional medicine doctor, because it's recommending medical history, physical exam, comprehensive lab work to assess nutritional deficiencies and hormonal imbalances. This is extremely important because if you have a hormonal imbalance or hormonal deficiency, what's going to end up happening is that it's going to be difficult to meet these weight loss goals. So not a bad idea going to see a functional medicine doctor and getting evaluated. Okay, so nutrition plan. This is where you're really going to get a lot out of this, guys. So it's saying that if you want to lose 10 pounds, and then remember, this is for someone who's 195 pounds looking to lose 10 pounds and get back into shape. It's saying that protein should be 30 to 40% of my total calories, carbohydrates 30 to 40%, fats 20 to 30%. Okay, I can buy that. I felt like this was a little lacking in how specific we need to be to lose weight. So we're actually going to ask ChatGPT to elaborate, which is one of the beautiful things about ChatGPT is you can ask, if you feel like they're being vague about something, you can ask them, the system to elaborate. Foods to eat. So we have non-starchy vegetables such as leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower. Agreed. That would be great. Lean protein sources such as chicken, turkey, fish, legumes. I would add grass-fed beef or other sources of red meat in here. That is extremely important and being left out. Healthy fats such as avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil. Make sure this is organic, extra virgin olive oil, single source, cold pressed. Coconut oil, unrefined. Coconut oil, very important, also organic. Low glycemic fruits such as berries, apples, pears. Definitely a good recommendation. And whole grains such as brown rice. I would say, yeah, definitely long grain sprouted brown rice. I love the Lumberg brand. They do a good job. Quinoa, etc. Beautiful. I love this. And foods to avoid. Processed and packaged foods. Of course, if you avoid these, you're going to lose weight, 100%. Refined sugar and high fructose corn syrup. This is in everything, you guys. You have to check the back labels. High fructose corn syrup is terrible when it comes to weight loss, so you have to be really diligent about this. Fried foods, extremely bad for you. They literally stay in your body for years. When you eat a heavily fried chicken breast or something like that, or a JoJo, then yeah, not great. Trans fats. Oreos used to have trans fats in them. I'm not sure if they do anymore. Most trans fats have been removed from products, as we know they cause cancer. Artificial sweeteners. We really need to be careful of this. These are hormone disruptors and can be problematic. And, of course, alcohol. Alcohol is one of the largest problems that my clients face when it comes to losing weight, because they'll do everything else right. They'll go to the gym, they'll eat really healthy, and then they'll have their couple nightly cocktails, and it's holding them back. They won't see anything budge because that's just being broken down to sugar, and it's pro-inflammatory, and so they're just not going to see anything happen in terms of weight loss. Here is a sample meal plan. Breakfast: 2 hard-boiled eggs, 1 cup of spinach, 1/2 avocado, 1 cup of berries. This is just fine. I like this. Snack: 1 apple with a tablespoon of almond butter. So yeah, we're getting some protein in there, some fiber. I like it. Lunch: grilled chicken breast, 1 cup mixed veggies, 1/2 cup brown rice. Excellent. Snack: 1/2 cup Greek yogurt. Nope, no yogurt on, no dairy products when you're trying to lose weight, guys. I hate to say it, but this will not help you. It messes with your gut flora. You're going to see down here, it's going to recommend some supplements for gut flora. And so why would you go against it and wreck things with Greek yogurt? It's going to set you back. If you're trying to gain weight in terms of inflammatory weight, then Greek yogurt is something awesome to eat. 1/4 cup mixed berries, chia seeds, baked salmon, 1 cup Brussels sprouts, 1/2 sweet potato. That's a little carb heavy here for dinner, but probably just fine as long as your piece of salmon is, I would say, at least 50% of what you're eating. Snack: 1/2 cup of almonds with 1 small pear. All right, I would say this is okay. What we're likely lacking here is enough protein to hit your protein demands, especially for a male. If you are trying to weigh 185 pounds, let's say, you're really going to need over about 120 grams of protein per day. I'm not sure this is hitting that. Just, it says grilled chicken breast. It must be, if it was a massive chicken breast, maybe. Greek yogurt is high in protein, but we're going to nix that. So I would replace that with some beef jerky or a beef-based product. Salmon, this has probably got 30 grams of protein. Exercise plan. So they're recommending that 30 to 45 minutes of moderately intensive cardiovascular activity, such as brisk walking. Perfect. Keep it at brisk walking and 3 to 4 times a week. Awesome. Keep doing that. HIIT training. I would say once a week at most for 30 minutes or so. What I would focus mostly on here is going to be at least 3 to 4 full body strength training sessions per week. Implementing this, such as squats, deadlifts, bench press, these are going to activate your major muscle groups. It's going to help stimulate your metabolism, tell your body, hey, it's time to turn around any insulin resistance that's taking place, and it is time to lose some weight and get into shape. Here's the supplement protocol. I actually like this quite a bit. Probiotics to support gut health. Every time I see a patient for weight loss, we always put them on probiotics. Make sure it's high quality. Make sure they're refrigerated. Fatty acids to reduce inflammation. Great. We were looking at 1 to 2 grams EPA DHA per day. That's the component of fatty acids that we like. Vitamin D. Make sure you get your levels tested before you start. I like 5 to 10,000 IUs per day, depending on where you live. Chromium. Chromium is great for blood sugar and insulin sensitivity. This is one that I would recommend. Magnesium, also helpful for sleep and stress. Perfect. I would take these for sure. Okay, you guys. So from a dietary perspective and a nutrition standpoint, ChatGPT acting as the nutritionist in the last prompt, I wasn't super enamored with it. So I redid the prompt just a little bit. And remember, the better the prompt, the better the results ChatGPT can give. So what I did was I used the same intro to the prompt. ChatGPT is still a naturopathic doctor. I'm still struggling with the same issues. Now I'm saying, hey, provide a comprehensive nutrition plan with macros and calorie breakdown. Give a 5-day meal plan and a grocery shopping list for this 5-day plan. So we're going to see if they can up their game here at ChatGPT. Now, interesting enough, they did provide 5 functional medicine treatments here. Initially, they did not list out before, talking about stress and the ability or the difficulty to lose weight when you're stressed. And so incorporating things like mindfulness, deep breathing, yoga into a routine is extremely important. Also, physical activity, we did talk about that before. Sleep quality, very important. 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. I would definitely recommend this. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine with limiting screen time, highly recommend. Optimizing digestion, so important. I cannot believe that wasn't mentioned before. One of the biggest things that I do with my clients is optimize digestion. We take probiotics and we stop. Basically, we pull out foods that are inflammatory. We pull out foods that are potentially inflammatory, so the people that are trying to lose weight are not holding on to all this excess water and inflammation from eating all the pizza and the cheese and all these different inflammatory foods. Hormonal imbalances, it did bring this up last time. Consult with a functional medicine provider to identify underlying hormonal imbalances. Ching! Awesome. Now here is the actual plan. So this is getting more specific. Now it's saying, again, protein 30 to 40% at 142 grams of protein per day. I would say that is the top end of the range of what I would like to see here for this patient. I wouldn't want them to go all the way up to 190 grams of protein per day. Carbohydrates, 190 grams of protein a day. I would say anywhere between 150 to 190 grams of carbohydrates would be sufficient. We're going to skip fat because I don't really care about that so much. 5-day meal plan and grocery shopping list. Awesome. Okay. So all recipes here are gluten and dairy free. That's cool. I didn't tell it to go gluten free, but it did. So, okay. Let's take a look here. So grass-fed beef, chicken, wild-caught salmon. Man, this is killing it. Tofu. Probably skip the tofu. Let's see. All this stuff, please make it organic. All the fruits, all the different vegetables. Hummus. Hummus is a legume, and it tends to not let people lose weight very efficiently. It's not that it's bad for you. It's just that when people eat a lot of hummus, I don't see a lot of weight loss along with it. All this stuff looks great. This is a great shopping list. ChatGPT got a little confused there, so what I am having it do now is actually provide the breakfast, lunch, and dinner through days 1 through 5 and seeing if it will do something better for us. And again, this is actually just taking the shopping list above into mine. If you start with ChatGPT giving you a 5-day meal plan in a markdown table just like this, what you can have it do is then go in and elaborate day by day. So like, let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It's saying, hey, breakfast is eggs, lunch is chicken, dinner is salmon, and it shows your sides. Great. It's kind of vague, right? Now we can say, please elaborate on day 1 meal plan and prep. All right, ChatGPT is such a G. Look what it just did for us. It went above and beyond. I didn't even tell it to give us all the instructions on how to prepare everything. I guess I did say prep. I said, please elaborate on day 1 meal plan and prep, referring back to day 1 up here, which was a little vague. And it jumps in and it says, look, breakfast is scrambled eggs, spinach, and avocado. It lists out your ingredients, how to prepare it, down to like crack the eggs in the bowl, whisk until beaten. Lunch, same thing. Lists out exactly what you need, exactly how to prepare it. Dinner, exactly what you need, exactly how to prepare it. Now all I'd have to do is say, do the same for day 2. And away we go. Now you have a detailed shopping list, how to pick it up, how to prepare it, how to cook it, how to eat it, how many calories. This is insane. And there you have it, you guys. This is the breakdown of how you can use ChatGPT to do your bidding, to be your personal nutritionist, and actually design you a plan to lose that 10 pounds. What we saw here is we set parameters. We said, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. I'm this size, I'm this weight, I'm this age. And it's saying, hey, you need to eat these macros, this amount of calories, this amount of grams. It designed us a diet that we can eat. It gave us shopping lists. It gave us detailed instructions how to prepare each meal within a 5-day period. This is mind-blowing. And if you were to go to a nutritionist, you would be charged an insane amount of money for this. Now, the caveat is if your hormones are messed up, like we saw in the beginning, it recommended to get your hormones checked out by a provider, then that can absolutely throw a wrench in this. And this is where you can see people saying like, hey, I'm eating perfectly, I'm still not losing weight. That is where things can go wrong. However, this is an amazing place to start. And you could start playing around with it today, designing a plan for you and your weight loss goals. So if you like this content, please go ahead, click the like button, go ahead and subscribe and hit that little bell. Now, if you really enjoyed this and you want to see more like it, I need to know about it. So go ahead and throw it into the comments section. Say, hey, Dr. Stirrett, I really like this, or I didn't like it, or whatever. And so that way I know whether to make more content like this with ChatGPT and using ChatGPT to leverage your health. Take care, guys.